before we go further into this, I think it's really important that we take a moment and look at what CEO Chris Kapczynski, I think is how you say his name, said in his remarks to CNBC. So we'll watch the quick clip here.
Yeah, and part of what we also saw was that, particularly with middle and lower income consumers, they're feeling under a lot of pressure right now. I think there's a lot of commentary about what's the state of the economy, how's it doing, and what we see is it's really kind of a two-tier economy. If you're upper income, earning over $100,000, things are good. The stock markets are near all-time highs. You're feeling, quite confident about things. You're seeing international travel. All those barometers of upper income consumers are doing quite well. What we see with middle and lower income consumers is actually a different story. It's that consumers under a lot of pressure. In our industry, traffic for lower income consumers is down double digits. And it's because people are either choosing to skip a meal. So we're seeing breakfast. People are actually skipping breakfast, or they're choosing to just eat at home. And so for our business, which has a significant group of consumers which are in that middle and lower income, we needed to step in with something like what we're doing here.
So what Chris says here is that we're living in a two-tier economy. And from my perspective, he's right, but he's also missing critical context. So what I see is something larger, which is a divide between two groups of people, those with leverage and those without, and that gap is growing. And because even among higher income brackets, what we actually see when we look at the data is people are being squeezed. So increasingly, people earning over 200K report living more and more paycheck to paycheck. 54% of people earning 100K say they'd still need another 50,000 a year just to feel comfortable. And half of all Americans rank groceries, a basic expense, right, as a major stressor. And that includes the high income earning brackets. Of course, the absolute value of money varies depending on where you live and what your lifestyle looks like. So when we compare these raw numbers, it only tells part of the story. 100K in Los Angeles is very different than 100K in, a smaller town in Oklahoma, for example. But the trend is clear. What used to feel secure no longer feels safe. And that's across the vast majority of the US. And this is where things get interesting because this isn't the first time we've seen splits like this in society.